doing games, if you're watching games like game, takes a lot.
Takes a lot to do anything, actually. I mean,
I gotta set up the camera. If I need, depending on the game I'm playing, I may need to use my tablet or my tablet camera or my webcam. If I need to use my tablet, I need to set that up and open the OBS up, turn everything on, set the YouTube up.
keep talking. I'm still eating. I got like one more bite to go.
What are you eating? Oh, McDonald's.
Half of a Big Mac. All right. Let me make this full screen. And bring my camera on briefly before I go take my meds.
Want me to make you an onion and cheese sandwich?
Oh man, that sounds right now. Any kind of food sounds good. It's been such a screwed up night. Dinner didn't go nearly as planned. They were short-staffed again. 3 people in the whole building. Lorna didn't get a break.
We went to the Hardee's right close to my house. It's the closest to my house, you know, and I think there were only 1 or 2 people in the whole place because we had to wait at least a good 5-10 minutes for they asked us to pull forward to wait on our onion rings and our French fries, and we had to wait a good 5-10 minutes for fries and stuff to come out.
Okay, Jeff, that's fine. Probably going to be a lagging stream anyway. I'm beat, but no problem. We'll see you tomorrow night. I'm going to go ahead and shut my camera off a second. Get this medication in me. I'm only, what, nearly...
Is that your mouse cursor on the Zoom screen?
Probably.
That I'm looking at on the YouTube? Because it looks like it. I thought it was a bug on my TV.
No, it's showing up as a black cursor on the, over on the...
Oh, I see it now, yeah.
Yeah, it's there. If I put it, it keeps changing colors. Now it's white, but over here it's black. Weird. Par for the course. Now I'm going to sneeze.
I once let the man go take his meds. He's too big for me to carry.
I'm not stopping.
I got them all taken.
Okay.
I'm not stopping.
Got all 6 of them taken.
Just kidding.
Okay, let's get the camera rolling. Let's get the show rolling. Oh, one quick thing. I'm going to mute this. It'll go out over YouTube. Babe! Coffee, please. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why I mute that because it still goes out over YouTube. Kind of dumb. So, how is everybody today? All 3 of us.
Fine.
Big?
I've read all my complaints. It's about 5 inches thick. You want to read it?
Did you make coffee?
No, I'm asking you to make coffee.
Okay, no problem.
Do I, Blackwatch?
Well, I wrote out a list of my complaints. It's 5 inches thick. You want to read it?
How do you like my background?
It's different. Looks like, what is that? Stock exchange or something?
Yeah, I thought it looked cool.
Was that a virtual background through Zoom?
You know what it is? It's a video for a Pixabay video.
Oh, okay.
Looks like the New York Stock Exchange. Man.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I was thinking. So, Jeff says, enjoy. I'm about to fall asleep. We'll see us tomorrow. That's fine. My intent, the way the day should have went, I should have been live about
There's Lee.
2 hours ago. But that didn't come to fruition, so better late than never. Yep, there's Rick. Second time today I've talked to Rick. Well, maybe the third. I might have lost count. Let's see. Yeah, at least the second. He was having some problems with OBS that I think we got worked out. And waiting on the camera. Uh-oh. There. Hey, remember, you got to disable it in OBS to enable it in Zoom. That's the hardest thing to remember.
Yeah, I just disabled my camera, deactivated my camera completely in OBS because I like to use the camera in Zoom, even if I'm not going to have anybody on the Zoom with me, just so I can use the virtual background.
Oh,
For my,
there you go. Look at Rick go. He got it. Good job. Did you get it hooked up to the stream yet, though, to YouTube?
I did, but it's telling me I gotta wait 24 hours.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. But you got the stream key and all that put into settings?
I believe so, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Okay, Gary's coming in. People are trickling in slowly but surely. I'm your last hope, and stop calling me Shirley. What movie is that from? Anybody?
I should know that, but because I've heard that saying many times.
Yeah, I'm sure it was around long before it made its fame in the movie Airplane. You know who said it?
What's the saying?
I'm your last hope, and stop calling me Shirley.
I
I
can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
That was what my sister always said. For the rest of her life, I called her "Hey you." Leslie Nielsen said it.
I was thinking it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but it was one of the two.
Yeah, it wasn't a tall guy. It was a short.
So it wasn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar then.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Tony, good evening. He says audio and video is good. I don't know about the audio, but the video looks all right. I still got on my scroungy shirt that I worked today, and I'm beat. I am literally beat.
You hear anything about your lady at 4 o'clock?
Yep, we did. She showed up. Was here about 45 minutes.
Long time.
Yeah. My realtor called me about 5:30-ish, and she said the lady was wanting to put an offer in on the house, and they were going to swing by around 7 to put the offer in. And I said, fine, I'll try to call Lorna and get her here so she can be present for it. And she says, well, let us get it together and then we'll go from there. I'm like, that's fine. Well, about 8:15, she called and she said, we're still working on the offer. And I'm thinking, well, this ain't good. And at 8:45, she calls and she said, we've got an offer, and I'm going to tell you it's low. So now I'm twice as worried. And I said, okay.
Did you ever make those cookies?
No. I made coffee. It smelled wonderfully great in the house with the fresh brewed coffee. So anyway.
Well, guess what? We're all over. We were all over our sickness and all over our COVID and all that mess. But neither me or my dad, neither one of us, and probably my mom too, still can't smell. Like unless we put our noses right up on top of something.
Yeah.
If I put my nose up on top of something, I can't smell, but my taste is fine.
Yeah, it'll come back. So anyway, when she gets through telling all the odd things, she asked about what was staying and what was going, and oddly enough, the woman didn't want her washer and dryer, so she said she's going to offer you $70,000, and I said, okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We're not desperate to sell the house. I'm not taking $8,000 less than what I'm asking for. I understand the situation. That lady needs to get out of her house or wherever she's staying. She's got to be out in 3 to 4 weeks. We don't. We would like to move to Indiana. Lorna's got a better job lined up. It would be great, but we're under no pressure to sell this house. So we're going to counter with 74.5 tomorrow. That's exactly half of. It's splitting the difference is what it's doing, and we'll see. I haven't seen her list of demands yet either. I may look at her list of demands and go, no, we just reject the offer, don't counter offer, we move on. You know, it was nice. It was nice to list it yesterday, have someone look at it today, and make an offer today. That was really nice. But
we don't happen that quick.
no, it doesn't. Well, this is a small town, so people know things. People know people, and like she said, she's in a situation where she's got to be out of wherever she's in 4 weeks, ish, 3 or 4 weeks. So that puts it what, end of February, middle February, into February. No sweat off my back. We can stay here. I mean, Lorna's going to have to work hard because, like today, they were 3 people for the entire building, and it's hard on her. So we talked about it coming home, and Lorna said, "No, we're not taking $70,000. We don't have to sell the house. You know, we're not in a situation to have to sell the house." And the lady liked the chickens. She was like, "Are the chickens staying?" I'm like, "No, we're taking the chickens with us." Of course, the chickens are staying.
They'll be in the freezer.
Well, I told her, I said, we're going to tell her, yeah, the chickens can stay at $1,000 a piece.
We wait for a golden egg.
Exactly.
Yeah, but come on, Ken. How many lawyers make out shadows and list chickens? You know, not every day.
I've seen weird things. I've asked for weird things.
Oops.
Well, I haven't seen the list yet, and you know, depending on what the list is, and if she wants the carpet replaced, I'll replace the carpet, but I'm going to write that expense into the price. I'm not going to replace the carpet and take $8,000 less for what I'm asking. I'm not stupid. B, I'm not desperate. So I got to get the camera adjusted or get me adjusted. Here, I'll just adjust me. It's a little better. Hey, Greg. Long day.
It's your call, but why don't you come back and just say no?
On what? The offer?
Yeah, no. Just no. No counter offer, nothing.
Because he wants to sell it.
We do want to sell it, yeah. I mean, the whole point of putting it on the market is to sell it, and you know, maybe she's comfortable at 75 grand, and she just wanted to see if she could get away with 70, and we come back at 74.5, and she says, okay. Then,
oh, you asked 74? I thought you split the difference. Sorry.
No, we're asking 78.5 is what we're asking, and her offer is $70,000, $8,500 less than what we're asking. So
I would have done that, to be honest with you.
Huh?
I would have done that.
You'd have done that?
Yep.
I got to hear the logic in this. I'm listening.
I would probably even went 65 and see how desperate you are.
Oh no, I see what you're saying. You would have made the $70,000 offer. You wouldn't have taken the offer.
Oh hell no.
Okay, now I see. Yeah.
What if Lorna had lost her job? Would you need to sell desperately?
Right, and right. If we were in that situation, sure. But at 65, I wouldn't. I'm not taking 70. You know?
I agree with you because of what we know of you.
Right. I mean, one of the few things I do move quickly on is financial decisions, and that one took all of about 3 seconds.
No, but from what Gary said, I took it as you did that. The opposite.
I initially thought he was saying he would have taken the 70 grand as the offer, but now I understand what he's saying. Right. No, I get what he's saying. Hey, I ain't the one that's got to be out of my house in 4 weeks, you know, or her apartment or whatever it is. We can ride this thing out. Like my brother said, though, you got a hot buyer, so to speak, in a college town. That offer might not roll around for another year. So I think she'll negotiate. I really do. We just got to work out.
I put the last 50 cents Canadian that I ever put away. She's going to come in and say this is a firm offer, like it's
And then we'll say, well, we're sorry, this is a firm rejection. Have a good day. Find some
Exactly.
place to live in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It just sounds predictable, like a chess game,
Yep.
You know, it's a game you negotiate. But you never, I mean, you never get the offer for a shot unless you're stupid.
No, but I mean,
Or if
like,
you're in a big market, you might. But Charleston, Illinois is not a big market.
No, it's where I mean, I can see for sale signs every day, and the houses are whatever. But the point being is, even then, you make a small offer, unless it's sold, unless you sell tonight and make an offer tomorrow, you know, that counter offer tomorrow. She's lost one whole day.
Right. Right.
And now, college town, it's not like, you know.
Yeah, and if she says no, my offer's firm. Well, we got a firm rejection. And I will go. I'll bet my last 50 cents. In about a week and a half, she's going to come back and say, "Would you take?"
no, what I think she'll do, she'll turn around, split the difference, the 72, whatever.
Right.
Then demand the rug be done for about $1,000 or so.
Probably, and that's not going to happen.
You know, you're missing the point. It's yes, no. Okay, no, thank you, bye.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't counteroffer. I wouldn't counteroffer. Personally.
You always counter offer. I mean, you don't legally have to, but
Right.
Okay, drop $500. You know.
no, you hit it in between. It's whatever you can afford to and want to make.
Sure.
Mm,
Sure.
Black, you always counter offer real estate. If you don't, you shouldn't have owned it.
yeah, but they'll turn around with a demand that even splits it in half again. You know.
Thank you, bye.
Right. Yeah.
Next person.
Yep.
Something.
Put on the phone. It's 2 sentences. Thank you, bye.
Yeah. I think Jeff's gone, Alex. He said he was getting ready to go to bed, so I believe he's already gone.
I'm just curious, if you counteroffered, if you turn around and counteroffer, and you come out and say, oh, well, you have to take the appliances. Is there a way out of it? That's what I'm saying.
If you counter offer and don't put anything, you don't have to go by her demands. You're counter offering price only.
Yeah.
Right.
She's counter offering that I want the dishwasher, I want the refrigerator, washer and dryer, hot water heater, whatever.
No, but I'm saying she's already stipulated something. I'm just wondering if there an illegal
Counter offer is only cash, only money.
It's only the money. Now oddly enough, she doesn't want the washer and dryer, which is fine. We'll gladly take it with us, but I would think she would want them. They're practically brand new.
In the States, I mean, obviously states are different, but in the States, it's always a counter offer is only cash. Now, you may say something that I've made an offer on a house and it got it. We wanted the car also.
I think part of it might be she's pre-qualified at 70 grand and she's not going to get much higher. I mean, I don't know. You know,
I thought she was a teacher.
She is. She's a teacher.
Either she's got bad credit or she pre-qualified higher than that.
I have no clue.
I would bet.
You know what disturbs me about some of those real estate agents, like in Ken's case? He shows the house, you take the offer. You don't open your mouth if he wants to move to Indiana, you know, you keep your mouth shut.
Sure.
Some of them blurted out. I'm sure when I had to sell, the guy I hired told them, you know, that offered my situation if it wasn't.
Why did you tell the guy who were having to sell your house?
I didn't. He just came in, but it was clear, Gary. It was very, very clear to anybody.
I sell houses every year. I don't tell what I'm selling. I don't tell them I have another house and I'm selling.
Right.
No, but when he came in to see the house, it was clear. Furniture had been taken out, you know.
Okay, number one, I don't care how poor, how rich. You go to Salvation Army and you buy furniture to put in your house. Because it looks lived in. No furniture, and you're living, and you get low ball offers all day.
Right.
No, I agree with you, but under my circumstance, that was just not possible. You know.
You couldn't pony up $250, $300 to get furniture.
I didn't have the time, Gary.
You lost probably $5,000 in the house.
Oh, I lost more than that. I know what I lost, believe me.
So you take a sick day from work and you do it. I mean, I don't know what. I'm not getting into it. Don't want to go arguing with divorce, fighting, death. You take one day and it's called staging a house.
Well, my mom's got staged. I know what you're talking about, but still, it just the way I had to work. I was still working. But anyway, I'm just saying that, I think if the agent's working for you, they zip their mouth. They just let it, what you see, is what you're bidding on, and nothing more.
I mean, you don't have to come back, Ken, but always come back. I mean,
Oh, I know.
you know,
I know.
I mean, if she says no, you wasted, like I said, 2 sentences.
Yep. If she says no, then we wait for someone else to come look at it and go from there. I mean,
You always go with that last shot. And then, like, the black box is right about one thing. She's going to come back and say she wants shit. But you're just worried about the cash and another $500 that you can have the refrigerator or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you're selling the house. You're not selling appliances or whatever.
Yeah, I'll gladly take them too. No sweat off my back. I'm hiring a company to move us, so
I had a house I sold, had nice window air conditioners that didn't Central Air, and the person didn't make an offer. I kept put in another rental house I had.
Yeah, Lorna was joking around. She says, "Well, maybe she doesn't want the furnace." I'm like, "She wants the furnace." It's 12 degrees outside right now. I pretty much guess she wants the furnace.
Maybe she has a fireplace.
Yeah.
Sign in your front yard for sale by owner. Just for shits and grins.
How long did you give her a listing? You give her a listing for 6 months? 3 months?
I think it's 3.
90 days?
Yeah. I think that's what it was. I could dig out the contract. I got it here somewhere.
The contract for realty,
Yeah.
the standard is 3 months.
Always 90 days,
Unless you otherwise quote it.
Is that in Michigan or in Canada?
Ontario is all I ever did real estate in, but
I will agree with you, but putting laws, standards, whatever you can do.
I always got shorter. I always got
Usually 90 days around here, but sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
unless you bring it. I mean, anybody that goes over 30, 90 days, like had the neighbors, and all they were doing was fishing. They were thinking of moving or reinvesting in the house. They were trying
Here.
they would be nuts
I
to
can't
make
see
it out to, like 120 or.
They could. Oh my.
With the real estate agents push it because they keep a exclusive listing in the house.
Yeah, well, anybody that listens to real estate agents self-interest are crazy.
Or anybody that doesn't stay in the house is.
Well, it was only a room, Gary.
But you lost money that you said.
Well, when the wolves are at the door,
I'm literally talking to Dave though. I should not kind of argue with you, but.
No, I know what I should have done, but I got left with all the responsibilities, all the legality, everything. It was on me. She against the lawyers if she even signed the house to me. So it was all
Whatever
on me.
happens. And there's, like I said, we are in no pressure to sell. Ouch! Just hit my knee. That was good. What else can I do wrong today?
Hey,
Back when we were thinking about moving to Texarkana, because of my dad thought he was gonna needed to move because of his job at the time. This was back in spring of 2016. We was looking at a house, and I don't think there was anybody living in it at the time. But me being me, I'm just interested. And I looked in the refrigerator and the freezer, and there was still a jug of orange juice and a freezer full of frozen dinners in the freezer.
what's that mean?
Free food for a week, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm yelling at Black Box to do that. I put milk in the refrigerator to sell a house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny you should say that because Lorna spent about an hour cleaning the refrigerator today because she said, "What if she wants to look in it?" I'm like, "She ain't gonna look in the refrigerator. She's not buying the refrigerator. She's buying the house."
Yeah, but you can tell if the refrigerator is a total pigsty mess.
Yeah.
You don't take care of the house.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? There was frozen dinners in the freezer, but there's no microwave.
You can use what's called an oven.
Yeah.
I know that. I do. I do make those Marie Callender pot pies in the oven because they're better, but they take like 45 minutes in each minute. A lot of those TV dinners aren't worth waiting 45 minutes for.
Well, what you do is you cut the aluminum foil off this dessert, and then you put them back in the oven for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
Gary, the young ones, they're still waiting for the stove to be hooked to the Wi-Fi, so they don't know about stoves now.
That's fine to
Well,
say.
I know about stoves and ovens. We don't have nothing connected. We don't have nothing any of our appliances like a dishwasher, stove, oven, refrigerator, thermostat, nothing like that's connected to the Wi-Fi. Only exception to that rule is the security system is connected to the Wi-Fi. because that's
Your
the only
barbecue
way-
grill's not connected to the Wi-Fi?
No. The only appliance connected to the Wi-Fi in our house is the security system, and that's only so you can look at the cameras on your phone. But everything else is available just with the cellular card inside of it.
Alex, what other channel on YouTube can you go to and get a views like this for free?
A whole bunch of channels.
We're only kidding. We're only kidding.
There's trolls all over YouTube. There's even trolls that come in on my channel when I'm live because I see
They're not necessarily.
the
They're not necessarily trolls. They just like to sit there and watch and listen.
well, I mean, I see Tony and Matthew and you blocking people.
Right. But there are people that I was told the other night when I joined another competitor, if you will, that does what we're doing, that there are 3 people that watch us every night. They never say one word, and they don't want to join Zoom, and that's fine. You know, I do it from time to time. I watched one tonight, didn't say one word, watched about 45 minutes of it, and I finally quoted someone we all know and like very well and said, "This is stupid," and left.
Where is she?
I don't know. I sure hope she's not watching in the background and I just made her mad because I will hear it.
Oh, who's that trying to get in now?
Pardon?
I had children said, who's trying to get in right now?
Nobody's trying to get in right now. That I'm,
No, I meant her, in other words.
that I'm aware of. Nope. We're all good. Nobody's trying to get in.
Are we on YouTube?
We are on YouTube. I am streaming.
I didn't get notified about YouTube.
Nobody's getting notified.
No, it's there. It's there, Gary. It's there.
I got it.
Really?
I was just watching the last waltz, the band.
Oh, yeah, Neil Diamond's at 10, right?
Yeah,
Did you say the last waltz?
the last
Yeah,
waltz.
with the band.
I didn't know you spoke French.
Uh,
Comment ça va?
Bob Dylan was on there. Who else? Neil Diamond, Neil Young. Eric Clapton was on there.
What was that on?
Discovery Channel? No, Access, AXS.
That's a good. I like that station.
Oh, this isn't the waltz in Paris we're talking about.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not with Bob Dylan any.
Excusez-moi.
You're excused, you can leave now.
Well, today I don't know if you call this exciting or not, but I've had the same phone for a year. Haven't had a problem with it. Haven't changed any settings as far as like the cellular connection settings for the data connection or anything like that. And all of a sudden today, when I try to call somebody to check on about another job, it call connected, but they couldn't hear me. So then I hung up, and then I realized I can't receive or call anybody now. So I had to call customer call my phone company, and got the whole runaround from the customer service person, because she tried the level one customer service person, tried to tell me my phone was gonna quit working next month in February because it wasn't compatible with something that they're rolling out or something, and I know it is. I knew that was wrong, but I she finally transferred after like a dozen, at least half a dozen attempts of turning the phone off and on and telling her that I still can't make calls. She finally transferred me to the second level customer service, and he said, he said, reset all the network settings and let me do something on my end. And I reset the phone, and everything worked. I didn't even have to re-put in any of the information for the data connection. But the funny part is, when I first got the phone set it up a year ago, I had to call them and ask them for the details to set up the data connection manually. But I didn't have to do that this time. I just reset the connection. Reset the connections in my phone, and it automatically the data connection automatically worked.
Google phone or
No, it's not a Google phone.
Alex, do you remember a few days ago you mentioned you opened Chrome and it asked you to do a security scan and nobody else had that? And then if you go back a few months before, you said to me that I could not get into your machines.
Okay, all together now. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Do you have one of those Android phones, or you got a good phone?
What kind of phone you got?
My phone is a blue G9 Pro. It's BLU G9 Pro. They're made in Miami, Florida. But it runs Android. My phone runs Android 10.
If there was a phone made in Miami, Florida, I'd have real hard time believing that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, is there anything made in Miami, Florida except Chicano food?
Well, T-Mobile finally got our old phones today. We only turned them in on December 30th.
I know that as far as the parts, but the company I got the phone from is in Miami, and also Track Phone, and the SafeLink, the phone company I use, the cell phone company I use, they're also located in Miami, Florida.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're making them in Miami, Florida.
Yeah, they're probably making them somewhere over, like, I don't know, China.
I would bet.
Yeah.
So does your phone work now?
It does. It's just a pain in the butt trying to call them, trying to get through to someone that actually understands, what you're.
Oh, come on, Alex, don't hold back. Pain in the butt, you can do better than that.
Well,
So now I know what to do next time. It don't work. It don't work again.
well, if you wouldn't have got one of those kind of phones, you got a good phone. You know, the iPhones, the ones that don't have problems.
Oh, yeah. iPhones never have problems.
I have a hard time liking that one.
Ooh, I didn't have a problem this week.
Yeah. I haven't had one yet today.
I haven't had one since lunch.
Yeah, really.
That's why your phones are called U phones and they phones, but no iPhones.
Yeah, it works all right. I do like the 13. It's so far has not let me down on anything.
What's wrong is the iPhone can't see.
I got it fixed, but that's the main thing.
Yeah. Bottom line, you got your phone back. So, did you call back the person you were talking to about a job?
No, I didn't, because they had been closed by the time I got around to getting it fixed. they had already closed. Because what it was, someone had called me several months ago about a job I applied for and told me that job was on hold at the time. Well, that job's still posted on their website several months later today. And so I'm wondering, is that or are they still not hiring anybody for that job or not?
They're finding resumes. That's probably
It's
what
probably
it is.
all, yeah, it's probably all it is.
Alex, if you want to get dismissed from the operating for sure, keep bothering them about it. Keep bothering them, and you won't stand a chance.
I haven't bothered them
Oh, I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying.
3 or 4 months. I'm just curious.
I'm just saying the advice would be just, let the wheels turn.
So let me tap your tech minds here. Don't everybody speak at once. I found out today that my system has TMP turned on. And I don't see anywhere in there where I can turn it off. Now, I know it can be turned off. I just haven't been able to figure out how to do it.
The BIOS.
I understand it's in the BIOS. And I found where it's at, but nothing was clearly enable, disable, turn on, turn off. So I didn't change anything, which I felt was relatively wise. However, I will pat myself on the back. I upgraded my BIOS, and it didn't brick the machine.
It shouldn't. I mean, I've updated.
Obviously not. I'm using it. I mean, this isn't recorded.
You didn't look on the internet, did you?
I went to the manufacturer's website and downloaded the latest version of the BIOS.
So you did it manually. That's good.
Put it on a flash drive and then hit the button and went, I'm hands-free, Carrie. I'm hands-free.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
Good. I've done it at least a half a dozen times on my mom's computer, no issues.
I'm gonna be pissed if I wake up one morning and I got Windows 11 though. I really will be.
Yeah, but you have to answer the question yes now. Now.
Huh?
It asks you if you want it now.
Oh, it does ask you now?
But no guarantee that I'll stay that way.
Well, I haven't gotten a notification. All mine says is that we'll let you know when it's pushing it out or something. But I haven't actually gotten a notification telling me to say yes or no to.
Do you remember Windows 10? They gave that without asking.
What's the date on that BIOS, Ken? Do you remember?
October 12th, 2021.
So,
Version 1621.
I don't know if I trust that. That's into Windows 11 time.
Oh yeah, I never made that connection.
They could be playing, with.
Well, if I disappear and come back in a half hour, you'll know Windows 11's on here. No, I don't think it'd be that quick.
It takes about 20 minutes, 15.
Mine says this PC doesn't currently meet the minimum system requirements to run Windows 11.
Does it have to download the whole image, Gary, or does it just download what it needs to put Windows 11 on top of Windows 10, or does it have to download like the whole ISO image?
No, it's just going to make the change. It's just going to do it.
It downloads the whole ISO before it goes.
Yeah, it's got to have the whole thing. I mean, how can it back out if it hasn't got the whole thing? Anyway, Gary's played with this more than, I never bothered with Windows 11.
It says let's talk tech, Alex, but the T's blocked by my head, so it says let's talk tech.
Yeah.
But Greg, did you look at that message that says this system no longer, does not meet the requirements to do the update? And on the bottom thing, the doctor says, well, what the hell, we're going to do it to you anyway.
No, because TPM is just the BIOS.
Stranger things. Hopefully.
I know I'm going to push this, but I want to know who is running for more than a week and has a problem with it.
Run that by us again.
I have a friend that swore by the Corvair I thought that was a piece of shit when I saw it.
The Chevy Corvair?
Yeah.
Oh, my dad thought that was the greatest car ever built.
My brother-in-law had one.
There you go.
You get the supercharged model.
Actually, there was a turbocharged model.
I know they was Gary. I know
Personally, I think one of the greatest cars that was ever built was the Ford Pinto, but that's just my opinion. They were so easy to work on. I mean, you could crawl up under there and get stuck for days. And their starters were never going out, ever.
Because there were 4 cylinders.
And then I'm trying to remember. Oh, Chrysler Sebring. Does anyone know where the battery for a Chrysler Sebring is at?
No, I think it's in the back.
No, it's in the real. It's in the front left wheel well. You have to take the damn tire off to change the battery.
That's right.
Found that out the hard way in the rain.
How would you like it when you do a spark plug change? You got to pull the fender cowl out and go in. You know, but that's what you have to do on
Yeah.
some car.
Yep, that was. It was a nice car. It was convertible, and I lived in Southern California, but changing that battery was a pain.
When I was in the Navy, one of the guys had an Oldsmobile. I can't remember what model, what year. You couldn't get to the last spark plug without about 24-inch extension. You had to go through the inner fender well to get to it.
And have you ever tried to change the spark plug with like a foot-long extension or more and not crack it?
No.
What's stripping the threads when you go back on, half coming out.
Well, you do it by hand. You do it by hand. You know, the final tightening.
That's why I've always put anti-seize compound on the threads. Come out super easy.
I just looked at my mom's computer has a BIOS update for her motherboard after like a full year. The last one was before the current one was like September of 20, and this one is like November of 21.
Some motherboard manufacturers have 5, 6, 7, 8 a year.
What's wrong with your computer?
I don't know.
Nothing's wrong with our computer.
So do I worry about upgrading it?
Depends on what the notes say in the manufacturer's website.
Exactly.
It says that it addresses CPU microcode vulnerabilities or something, and that starting with this version, customers will not be able to roll back to previous BIOSes because of security concerns.
So you did it anyway. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying I haven't done it. I'm just saying I looked it up to see since we were talking about it.
No, it's good. It's good to look at it and see what it's doing, but you know, it's not backwards compatible. How can they stop you reflashing it?
That's easy, and it's not because they don't want you reflashing. They're using every last thing. There's no room to reflash backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are they going into EEPROM or what? Where are they going with that?
They're going into EEPROM, and then when they're done, there will be no room for swapping.
So I got another question, technical. I'm not going to change the thing back, but Gary, you mentioned why change it. So you're saying if there's a BIOS update, you shouldn't necessarily upgrade it or update it?
I'm saying, why are you updating it?
Well, I'm not. I'm just looking at it.
Good question. I mean,
Most of them come from RAM and CPU feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're going to buy new RAM, like G still isn't supported. Now it is because of a timing issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the thing, do you need it? If not, why worry if they added code?
Oh, that reminds me. I need to check something on CPU-Z.
My question is this is probably not gonna. This is probably a rare occurrence, but what happens if you buy what happens if you buy a CPU, you buy a motherboard, you buy RAM, and you because it says that it's compatible, the motherboard manufacturer says the CPU is compatible, but then you find out that your motherboard has X firmware version on it from the factory, and you're and it needs to be it has like F2 on it, and it has to be like F4 to accept the CPU that you have, and you don't have any other CPU. Then what do?
I would take the word back.
No, the obvious is that it's under warranty, but they're send it back. Otherwise, you're screwed. That's the answer.
So I
Or
put.
you buy a cheaper, an older CPU, reflash BIOS, and take the CPU back.
Yeah.
So I
Did you
put
see what Tim did in
CPUZ
August
up
with
on
his
that.
AMD? When he reflashed, went back and forth. Tim's video. He regressed with the BIOS. He went forward and backward. Perfect example of the problem.
So on the stream, if you're watching YouTube, I brought up my CPU-Z and I went to my memory tab. The DRAM frequency, that's the speed that it's running. Is that what that is?
The frequency is going to be 32 or CL16.
You don't have XMP turned on in your BIOS.
Well, I believe I do.
The last stage of your
Go to the tab that says SPD.
The last stage of your BIOS flash, did you load the default, optimized default?
See,
Oh,
you're running
sure.
XMP.
Huh?
It's running at 3002.
Where are you seeing that number at?
See the 4 tabs down below, the 4 columns?
Right.
Look at the last one, it says XMP.
Okay, so is that only running on one of the memory, or is it running on all 4 of the memories?
All 4.
Okay.
XMP is not selective, it's across the board.
Okay. Hey, Matthew Camp. So is XMP something that's helpful, needed, wanted, or is it just a thing?
You have to make sure your RAM supports it. If your RAM doesn't support it, why bother? You know.
You've got 3000 speed memory. When you install it, it operates at 2133, which is the industry standard. But if you turn on the extreme memory profile, it looks at these numbers and says, oh, this is designed and capable of running at 3000 megahertz, and it changes it for you.
Oh, okay.
That's why these are all half.
There's a default standard profile, and that, you know, when you turn it on, the board manufacturer has that profile loaded. You can make up your own if you want to play.
Oh, I watched a video tonight Darren sent me on BIOS, and I didn't watch all of it because it scared the living daylights out of me what this guy was doing. Hi, Matthew. Good to see you.
Did he send you the US version or the UK version?
I have no idea. We did notice something today that on Facebook that 2 different continents get 2 different what's the word I'm looking for?
Chinese templates?
No. Like Alex and I are friends on Facebook, so he's in the UK and I'm here. I get something posted on mine, and he goes and it's not posted on his, and he'll have something on his that's not posted on mine, and it's from one of the mutual friends we have. And figure that out.
It all depends on who you're friends with and who your friends are friends with.
Did you not catch? I said we are mutual friends with somebody. We're going to pick on Greg. You and I are friends. Greg and you are friends.
Oh,
Yeah, the secret's out now, Greg. Everybody knows. So Greg puts a post and it says, on mine, one thing. On yours, that post is not there. And there's a post from Greg on yours that's not on mine. And it's got to be because you're in a different country. Has to be. So.
Or they manipulated it. Whoever you're.
Yeah, I don't think it was manipulated, but
yeah,
it was pretty interesting.
Selective. Is that a better word?
It could be selective, yeah. I mean, it was a general post. It wasn't a personal post or anything. It was a public post. So I don't know. I just found it to be weird.
Hey, Ken,
Yes, sir.
are you running CPU right now?
I turned it off. Should I start it back up?
I was just going to ask you a question.
Okay, let me start it back up, and you can ask me a
On
question.
it's got nothing to do with CPUZ or just
Yeah.
SPD.
Hang on. Let me go find.
My son and I were talking about this today.
Do you need it magnified so you can see it again, or? Oh, a new version of CPU-Z is available. Current version 1.97.99 or 97. I'm 2 behind. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll get it later.
Yeah, SPD.
Hang on, I'm getting the old microphone or microphone. I'm getting the magnifier out. So you want me to go to SPD?
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we looking for now?
Who's your module manufacturer?
I don't know.
Because you had G-Skill, didn't you?
I got G-Skill, yes, correct.
Yeah.
But who is your next one down?
Next one down? What are you talking about?
Share your screen.
You have two of them. You got G-Skill and SK Hynix.
I got G-Skill right here. I see that. Are you talking about this one right here, this SK Hynix?
Yep. That's just the controller on there, on the RAM.
Yeah, all 4 sticks are identical.
Yeah, no, that's actually the memory chips themselves made by that company.
Yeah.
G-Skill just puts it together.
It's like the GPUs, all the companies, they all got NVIDIA chips, but the controllers are their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all the actual memory chips come from that company for everybody, for most everybody.
You can also look at that, your speed of your memory in Windows by going to Task Manager and then click on Performance.
But Windows 11 doesn't have Task Manager in Detroit. Now what?
Control Shift Escape.
Well, that won't be confusing at all.
It's been that way since Windows 98. And it has it, if you right click, it has Task Manager.
Okay, Task Manager, and then go to Performance and do what now? Look at your memory?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen because it's much easier to do that than it is to bring it over there. Oh, excuse me. All right, what am I looking at and for?
Okay, click on memory and look down at the bottom. It says speed, and it'll say 3,000 megahertz.
Oh, right here, yeah, it says 3,000.
Yeah, and you're all set.
Okay, good. Cool. Did something right today.
I pushed mine is 3,200 megahertz. I pushed it to 3333, and it worked for a week. Then I had to do a BIOS update, and after that, it wouldn't boot. I had to take the battery out, and go in there, and then reset it back to 3,200.
Well, let me ask another technical question. Wait, before I do that, I better get the right background up. People are going to get confused asking all these technical things with the car logo up. Okay. Overclocking. What is the point, and should someone like me do it?
No.
No.
Wait. Think about that for at least 3 seconds, okay? Y'all said no way too quick.
I would.
That's because we all know it's not nobody. Hell no.
Oh, whoa. Does God know you kiss your mom with that mouth, what you just said, young man? Okay, so hell no, I don't want to overclock my machine, right?
You're increasing the speed of the CPU, but you're also generating more heat, which lessens the life of your CPU crash for long run.
So it just speeds up the processing? Is that all it does?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't need it, so I just wondered.
which if you got an i7 or an i9, in my personal opinion, I don't think you would notice any difference. I know I wouldn't.
You will notice 10% difference.
And read the thing about modern motherboards from the manufacturer.
Honestly, I wouldn't. I mean, I noticed the difference between, of course, between my laptop and my current computer, just the way it is without overclocking it. But I don't think it's worth, just for.
I don't do it, but I have done in the past because Intel makes chips on one line, and they disable on some of the chips, especially after you've been doing i7s for how long. They disable one strand, and it's now 750 and 850 and 800. So if you cool it, it'll work.
I do have another tech question. Just kind of popped in my head. Is i9 the latest version of the processors?
No, it's a version is 12.
Huh?
A version is 12. They have different series, like
You
V8.
got i3, i5, i7, and i9. I believe that's correct.
So there's not an i10, 11, or 12 then, correct?
No, not yet.
Okay. That was what I was asking.
There is a version.
Oh no, Greg just unfriended me on Facebook. Oops, I shouldn't have let that cat out of the bag earlier. Doggone it.
He has to ask first.
It's like the i12 just came out, and I'm using i11 right now. For i9 version 11, 980 is the.
So that's an i9 11th generation?
Yes.
That scares me that I'm actually learning things.
Yeah, so i9 is like Series 9, version 11, and then the model.
So Alex mentioned i3. Are i3 still functional in today's world?
Barely. They actually still sell Celeruns in some of the Evos.
Yeah, but Gary, he did not ask the version number, so, technically speaking, he did not ask the right question.
That's true.
Should I put myself in timeout?
Gary, how often did y'all get new computers at work?
3 to 4 years.
So you're always pretty much running you're almost always pretty much for the most part running the latest CPU and RAM or whatever.
Yep.
Latest and greatest?
Understand our software updates twice a year. And I don't mean like Windows. Our stuff gets bigger every year.
What do you do with the old things? Do you farm them out or give them out or resell them or just keep them in use?
Actually, Senator O'Connor disposes of them for us. This past year, we donated a lot of them to Detroit churches. And the churches donated them to the kids for doing home.
That's better than what my college does, than what my college did or does whenever they order new computers every 2 or 3, 4 years. Because it's state property, they have to just stick them in a back closet. So they've got a closet full stacked to the ceiling of Dell multiplexes that are not being used.
Plus, just to put this aside, and this is something every place I've worked for the last 30 years, we hire you. I want you to come in with no long older than a 3-year-old computer. Because you're going to go home, you're going to talk to Alex next door. He's going to say, that computer's 6 years old. Why'd they stick with a 6-year-old computer? Plus, in the shop, in the office area, it's been dinged. Pop's been spilled on the keyboard, possibly. It still works, but it's like, you ever taken a keyboard apart and see how dirty it is inside?
Yeah, mostly dead skin.
I agree with you, sir. Would you want to get my keyboard after a year?
No, I just go buy one from Walmart like I did. Works fine. 2 years
Like a
now.
USB keyboard.
Wireless.
No, what I'm saying at work, did you get a new keyboard for yourself?
Yeah. Every 18 months, the Navy gives you a hardware refresh.
You like it or not.
No, but I hear people saying they're going to keep their computers for 6 years in the company. I don't think so.
maybe 4 years or 5, most.
Don't that get me?
Depends on the company, the size of the company.
Yeah.
How busy the company is and how much data is being ran through it and what it's being used for. There's all kind of factors
Some of
involved.
the computers we were, that I was, imaging and all that at college, that were still being used were third and fourth of GMI 5s.
How long ago was that?
Well, I was doing that at college a year ago.
Okay.
So
And those were all night.
Don't forget too, Ken, the reports that modern motherboards from the manufacturer are being deliberately overclocked.
Yeah.
So, you wanna play? Yeah.
I just want it to work. I don't want to make any adjustments that could potentially be bad.
I agree with
I mean, if I build another system, I gave Catherine my word it would be AMD. So if I do build another system, it'll be a while down the road. And as long as it's within my budget, I'll build it to what she says. But if it's not within my budget, there's got to be a little bit of negotiation to get it in my budget. It's not going to happen anytime soon unless I win the lottery tomorrow. Or wait, if I get $78,000 for my house, no, kidding.
Or AMD's 95% of the time, or whatever, 95% of the time, less expensive than Intel, because like almost every 90% of the HP computers that they sell at Best Buy are all AMD, and there's very few Intel.
Yeah.
And we all know what a good deal Best Buy gives you.
A crappy deal.
I bought 4 or 5 things from Best Buy and never had a problem.
I wouldn't put that out in public. I wouldn't put that in public if I were you. You
My
might not
video
like
camera, my TV.
So I know Greg's got an AMD system, correct?
Yeah.
Rick, is yours AMD? I can't remember.
No, mine's Intel.
Intel. Okay, I know Darren's got one of each.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Goes both ways.
Greg, is that a G processor?
It's the processor I got in this one is 2600X. Now for 154 from
It's got the graphics.
No, I got a graphics card. EVGA 1650 Super Ultra.
You know, you just said it, didn't you? I mean, you have to get a graphics card. I've never seen the graphics off an AMD, so I don't know. The G processor. I don't know how good it is.
I gonna hook up a graphics card to my new computer I'm building, but I got shot down on that one.
All 4 of our computers in this house are Intel. My dad's Chromebook, mine and my mom's computer, and my laptop.
so Rick, you're not getting a graphics card now?
No, I got one. I'm just not gonna use it. I'll have to use something for something else. I think in the Catherine and everybody else, you don't put graphics cards in computers, and I wanted to, but they said no. I think AMD has proved themselves over the years.
AMD used to make Intel chips.
Yeah.
Rick, I don't think they're saying that you don't need to put a
I can guarantee you I will put a graphics card in my machine.
I think they're saying that you just don't need it, because all you need is an adapter.
No, it depends on what he wants to do. If he's going to do any editing,
Some really intense screen or something.
I will have a graphics card in this machine at some point in time within the next year. And I don't, it's not a need, or no, it's not a want. No, it is not. It's kind of both a need and a want. I need my video editing to be a little quicker than it is, and I've been told the graphics cards will accomplish that. If it does, cool, I'm good. But I mean,
we have to have Gary steal one from work. We will get one.
Yeah, don't send it to 46 Mitchell. I might not be living here. I'll get a new address.
You just put in a change of address card, that's all.
Well, you better use your address card more.
But you can guarantee one. You can guarantee one thing, can't you, Ken? And that's that your ID, if you get pulled over, will still say Las Vegas.
It will. You're right.
Until
And if they
2027.
say, how long have you been here? I just got to your wonderful state today, sir. Or ma'am, depending on which it is.
You never know.
And if they say, why are you driving a car that's licensed in Illinois? I said, that would be my wife's car. It's registered in her name. What are you driving for? She can't drive.
I already let the cat out of the bag the other night, Ken, sorry.
About?
Well, he went to get Lorna, and I said, well, Ken just got pulled over by the cops for possession of an oddly colored beard.
Well, what they're gonna say, if I was a cop, I would say, then why is the car licensed in her name if she can't drive? Because that don't make sense.
You don't have to be able to drive to put a license a car. You're just registering the car with the state. There's no requirement that you must drive the car. You're just putting it in your name.
A blind person can buy a car and register it.
Do what, Greg?
A blind person can buy a car and register it.
You don't have to be 16 to register a car.
And I always say, and I'm joking when I say this, you don't need a driver's license to drive a car until you get pulled over. Then you need a driver's license.
Yeah.
Well,
The police never see the humor in that joke, though, so.
Don't try.
I laughed, and the rest of them been arrested for it, Ken, but I never have.
Well, our van is actually licensed in mine and in my dad's name. Of course, I can't drive, so.
And yet you just asked me why Lorna would register the car.
I know.
Yeah, guess where you're going, Padawan? How long will we leave the young Padawan in the waiting room?
In the waiting room.
I think they still.
I vote for it.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Nay.
Looks like the ayes have it.
Help me.
Oh, that's funny. No, you're right, Alex. I don't care what state I'm in. If they question why I have a Nevada license, I'm visiting. I live at 1404 Sailor Way, Las Vegas, Nevada. 89 something.
Why haven't they said anything at the DMV yet?
Why would the DMV say anything? They don't know where. You don't have to live at your address that's on your license.
Oh, wait a minute. We have the final I from Tony. He's gone.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I'm sorry. We'll take a vote on how long this will last.
Oh, God.
Tony, how long should we leave him there? All day. Oh my goodness.
At my age, I need all the laughs I can get.
I'll bring him back. He's starting to get a good sense of humor. I got to give him that. Uh-oh. Maybe I won't bring him back. Oh, there he is.
Oh, that was quick.
Well, first offense of the night, we went light on you. Now the second offense, you don't want to push that.
That's going to be 15 minutes.
Yeah, easily.
Watch it, Alex. Next time I'll disable the button on Ken's keyboard.
You're full of bark and no bite.
Whoa. When the dogs from hell visit, watch it.
That's like our dogs. They bark at everything. Every little noise they bark at everything. The only time they don't bark is at night when everybody's sleeping. Then they can't hear.
You missed the movie with what's his name when he was the gatekeeper for. You don't argue with that dog. What was the movie? Sigourney Weaver, wasn't it? And
Are you talking about Ghostbusters?
yeah, gatekeeper. Right. Yep.
Rick Moranis?
Yep.
Man, I watch too many movies.
Got to get rid of that Roku.
That's hers. That's for the Filipino stuff only. Although we can get Disney and Amazon Prime. I seen something else on there today too.
Was it a song or the movie when Hellhounds on My Trail? Remember that one? Hellhounds on My Trail.
Drawing a blank on that one.
I think it was a song.
Now I did play around with the NVIDIA Shield tonight while I was waiting for the realtor and the lady to come over, and I was bouncing around all over it for a while, setting up some favorites and different channels I would like to watch. Oh, Tony retracted his message. That's why you're out of the waiting room. We'll check a basketball score here while the chat's going so well.
You know you want to put me in the waiting room.
Oh, not really. I just do it to give you a hard time.
BH isn't here, is it?
No, he's not.
Why did you go here to me? Why don't you do it to Blackwater or Greg or Rick or Gary?
Because we pay him not to. What do you think?
Well, one of those guys threatened to report me to YouTube if anything were to ever happen. So I decided that he's going to get carte blanche no matter what.
You just not going to do nothing.
I don't want to be the one that they do something with, though.
They'll experiment.
I would be the one they're going to make. We're going to make our point, and I'd be the one they pick out to do that. Oh my God! Indiana beat Los Angeles tonight. What's wrong with LA? I thought they were the cream of the crop of the NBA this year.
Too hot out there, they couldn't play.
Wow, Indiana's like 15-40 or something like that. They're horrible. 15-29. Good record. But they beat LA tonight. That's amazing.
Want a piece of trivia that BH sent me?
Yeah.
And
Sure.
no Googling, no Google. No, Mr. Google.
Hands off the keyboard.
Yep. How did Ted Nugent dodge the draft for them?
Banana in his bottom.
Nope.
Oh.
Keep going. You will not.
How did Ted Nugent dodge the draft?
The NAM draft, 75.
What now? Say that again?
Ted Nugent, you know who he is?
Yeah.
I thought
He dodged the draft,
when?
1975.
Vietnam,
think
yeah,
so.
I caught what you said.
He messed up with 75.
Well, I mean, the report is
He was in his 30s in 75.
Yeah, but he dodged the draft. Okay, like don't.
Well, you're the one that said 75, I did.
Well, I was getting it secondhand.
Can we get another hint?
He damn near killed himself.
How?
He overdosed.
No.
I have no idea.
On meth, he took meth before his physical.
Malnutrition.
He starved himself?
Yeah,
No.
he started to eat crap.
No. Check it on the internet, that ain't happening. Not because I think he's great, but no.
But that's what it said. Anyway, if you were so certain, you would come back with it right away, Gary. But you know the rumor. You know what it.
No, I've actually met him, because he lived about 20 miles away from my first big house.
Who the hell doesn't live within 7 miles?
I got a funny.
You got
Greg said, and I quote, hands off the keyboard. So I put myself on mute and use my Google speaker and ask it the question.
I'll take care of the problem. Hang on.
Ken back in the waiting room.
He used drugs from being drafted, according to him.
Yeah, well, anyway, he really messed himself up. That's the point I'm trying to make is
Well, he didn't lose weight. He went in high. Is what the deal was.
But still, you know, would you?
According to him, what he did is he faked symptoms being unhygienic, banana in the bottom,
Yeah.
and really unfit.
Yeah.
He didn't use meth even though it's in there because meth wasn't around in the 70s.
No.
And then he had a military visit.
I like Muhammad Ali's way around it, you know. They pay me to beat people up into the hospital, and yet if I refuse to kill people, they want to put me in prison. You know, I like that better. But anyway, just a thought that came up today is self-abuse. That's what it was, you know.
But you know how he actually did it according to the records? Student deferment.
Well, he was quoted as what he started to eat for a long time before the physical, but
No, actually, he was never quoted as that. He was quoted as saying acted squirrely.
but did he flunk? Is that the point? In the end, did he, you know, not pass? So,
No, he got a deferment. Student.
is it he only got a deferment out of that?
Yep.
Oh.
Anybody here, Yvette Nemu died?
Oh, she was the blonde. No, was she blonde?
Who?
Blonde.
She starred in the, one of the movies that I think of right off the top of my head with Rod Taylor in Time Machine.
Yeah. She had a couple of great assets, too.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Regardless of whether the clear initial student deferment was legal, Ted Nugent said he was given so he could attend local community college.
He applied over here and we said, no, you gotta stay in Michigan. Oh, sorry.
What's the movie, Greg?
Time Machine. Rod Taylor and Yvette Nemu.
I'll be back in a minute. Gotta get ready for bed since it's after midnight. I figure my mom don't want me to get ready for bed, so.
We'll keep the chair in the waiting room more for you.
I'm sure you will.
No sweat. What was the Time Machine? Is that the old one with black and white where the guy, you know,
Who was in color?
H.G. Wells' Time Machine?
yeah, that one.
60.
I'm not finding the cast. That's kind of weird. Everything but the cast.
It looks like a swamp boat from Florida.
Come out about 1960.
Of that.
Rod Taylor, Alan Young, and Yvette, however you say it.
Nemu.
Mimiu. Well, Mimiu too. See if I can get a picture over here. Oh yeah, I did see something about that. I remember the picture now. Huh. How long have we been going? Hour 17 minutes. I wonder if I should let him back in. I'll give him. If I don't, he'll send me a message on Facebook. I'm in the waiting room.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong, Alex. I keep hitting the button, admit, but nothing's going on. Let me end the stream here. We're going to be early tonight in an hour and 18 minutes. So Tony, Matthew, Bob, whatchamacallit, and I believe that's all because everyone else is in Zoom. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow night could be an interesting night because Indiana plays Purdue early, and if Indiana loses, I'm going to be to deal with. So I'll try to work my best face in if they lose. If they win, well, just the opposite. So thanks, guys, for joining me. I'm looking at the camera. Good night. See you tomorrow night.